Hi, welcome to Quirky Queen's Journals. My name's Kirsten. So, I've been making myself, well, 1 or 100 handmade stencils. I use a mixture of mylar, plastic stationery folders, paper. I've even been using Polly Pockets. But what I find is they're quite hard to brayer over the top of. I will do a couple of them so that you can see what they're like, but I really like the shapes that they give you. But like I say, the brayer, they don't adhere to the gel plate very well. So these are some cardstock invitations. Now I think they're roughly about 5 by 5 inches. They're square. It's irrelevant the size. So what I've done is I've used a couple and I've made that. I put that on the front of the card, but the writing's still coming through, so I have gessoed a couple just to try. It's not even gesso, it's white acrylic paint on the gel plate, and I laid them on top. So I've also got quite a lot of tissue paper gel prints here. So like I said, these were the Polly Pocket ones. But let me just, you can see how kind of thin and flexible they are in a way that these ones are not. And it gets very close to the gel plate and it just gives a lovely outline. And also when you cut it, it's quite a raggedy cut, and I think that adds a lot to it. So anyway, I'm just showing you some of the lovely shapes that I've made. I've also been putting them down on the gel plate slightly differently. Now these are messy, they're not, you know, but another thing I've been doing is, where is it? So I've been taking a lot of my old gel prints. This is a wee book I got on holiday in Turkey, and I've been looking through a viewfinder and finding parts that I think makes an interesting composition, so that I have a little sort of composition notebook. There's something about this composition that I love, and I don't know why, because it's right in the middle. There's quite a lot actually. I've been quite busy with it. Some of these are alcohol inks. Oh, this one's a wee set that I'm actually thinking of getting a frame for. These three, they have a lovely floaty feel to them, and this one's my favourite one out of those three. This one's a bit, do you know what it is I like about this one? It's the light. There's an illusion of light in there. That is like taking string or thread and just putting lots of loops and knots in it. So then when you put it down on the gel plate, it's quite, it just behaves in a way that if I just hadn't put the knots and loops in, it would be a different type of structure. Something about this one I really love too. I'm just showing you them. I'm just keeping going, and there's a few more up here. That's like Halloween, that one. There's something about this, the placement of that square that I just, and those stripes. This is just lovely. And I like the floaty quality of that one. I'm sure that's charcoal, but I can't be certain. I'm not even sure how I made that. Again, composition, it's just so strong. But it's not just a circle and a line. There's so much more going on than just that. That's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that wee flip through. So I'll take my viewfinder back. If I don't keep that and the viewfinder together, it gets lost. So Oh, some of these have stuff in the back as well. Now this one is actually just a wee ghost print. And they're not even, what's the one? They're not finished. Sometimes I add on. Oh, that's got one in the back as well. Now this one I really like. There's something very 70s retro about the shapes on this one. And this is me literally just using this piece to pull off the excess paint repeatedly. So I really like that one. And this one as well, there's something about the colours in here. So there we go. That's them. I might add some more to some of them, put some paint out. So what I'm wanting is a lot of contrast. And what I've been doing is I've been using 2 colours because, or 3. Because I'm enjoying the contrast and the depth that these colours create. So this should give a really strong purple. Although I did one the other day with a green and a red and it made the most beautiful purple I've ever seen. So, and as well, while I'm mixing it, I don't want to over mix it. I made this wee guy, there's something about him that I just like. I wonder, let's make like that. There. Okay, so now I'm going to use a very different colour. See this, it's purple. We'll do cadmium. Oh, I've just put red paint in there because I used that last time. Never mind. We'll lift that out. Maybe a bit pink. Got a lot of these little Liquitexes and I love them, but I end up not using them because I can't get them out the bottom very well. And then I think we'll add in a bit of this. No, let's do this yellow oxide. Just a bit, not too much. And then use this roller. Oh, Kirsten. See, the yellow oxide's kind of subduing the colour a little bit, which is good. I mean, you could mix it on a palette at the side or another gel plate and then put it on, but I just like the variations. That's not a great colour though, is it? I don't think... Well, we'll see how it looks against this one. It's not bad. Do a different one of these. Well, like that wee guy, he's come up very well. I just choose an area I think looks good. Oh, actually that colour works really well with it. You can see the one that moved. Right. Let's put it on this. Let's put it the other way because we'll get the design in a different area. There's not much to see really, I suppose. I'm going to leave that a bit longer. Okay. Let's do another one. Oops. Well, I've definitely got enough paint now. We'll use the yellow oxide again. Okay. And right, red, cadmium medium red with let's do some of this lilac. Another thing at this stage is a bit of stamping. Just add a bit of texture if you want. put another one over this, but I like those colours. And see, we've got wee flashes of what came before. So I find a very thin layer of this iridescent gold helps with the white spaces, and it also helps to give the card a finished look. Where's the other one? So this is what I mean by Polly Pocket. They may have a different name in the US. Let's just cover this, make it easier to cut it. So what I like to do is I actually like to keep it together, because then I get two of the same one, roughly. So I'm just snipping these seams off. And it's easy enough to cut different shapes in it. And then I usually use the sharper scissors. You could use your anything really just to poke a hole in it. I've got to throw that bit away because it's that. But do you see what I mean by raggedy? It's raggedy. You'll see it when I put it down in the paint or lift it back off the paint. So see when you put them down, they're just a bit more, they need a bit more help getting in place. I mean, you could put them down first and paint over them, but I'm enjoying this way of using the gel plate just now. Okay, what I'm going to use now is Naples yellow and some cadmium red hue. It's much harder to mix the colours on here. Do you see what I mean about how the brayer pulls them up? I think in this case a big brayer would be better. Right. That wasn't the best example. But that is what it's like trying to do it. But I find that when it works, it looks amazing. I think that the raggedy lines gives it a much more organic shape than you get with the heavier plastics. Even the plastic stationery folders. So let's get card out. Kind of like this. There. I would mix this off the plate for the Polly Pocket stencils. I love that. And then I'm just going to put the edge of this one down. Oh, I'm taking it off with my fingers. What an idiot.